everybody, this is Frank Abbruzzino, and what I wanted to do is we had the taping with Steve McAllister, who's a write-in candidate for the County Commission District 2 seat. Unfortunately, his interview was all muffled on his phone, and you can't really hear anything that he said. So, and I know time's of an important thing for both him and myself, so I wanted to make sure that I communicated his platform so that you guys have a chance to see what he's all about. I'm not saying I support Steve McAllister. I just want to make sure that every one of my listeners, my viewers, understand what each candidate is for if they are willing to come onto the show, and we expand on it. So I talked about to Steve. I'll show you his platform in a second, but we talked to Steve about a few things in regards to 2050. He's not a huge plan of them changing direction. He's one of these guys that is not for building out the east of 75 where Neil Holmes is going. He's an urbanist, and he's got concerns about the fertilizer, the pesticides, all these new housing. He had a great idea in regards to the zombie houses. What he suggested is that for the homeless, perhaps the government should look into purchasing some of these zombie houses out there and maybe possibly send those up for the homeless. It's a concept that I think Northport's doing where they're considering buying 5 houses right now through the city for something like that. The other thing we discussed is Warm Mineral Springs. He seems to be more on the side of the city in terms of not making it a major tourist attraction. However, he has the same concerns as everybody else that the county and city did not plan this out. They didn't have a plan in place prior to the purchase on which direction they would want to go in. He brought up an excellent idea of having a foundation that can handle everything for the people and do what the people want, since the city and county are unable to handle the issue. He is for alternative energy. He likes things like what happened out of Sharkey's here, where the government gave them a piece of land contingent upon Sharkey's offering free electric cars. And he would like to see more alternative energy sources utilized out there. In terms of the Diamond... what is it? University Parkway, the exchange there. He has concerns that wasn't planned out, possibly planning to spend too much money. It is a concern. He does think Manatee County should come in and support it in some manner, since both are benefiting from it. And then we discussed the water closings like with Bird Key. We both agreed that it's probably a municipality issue with the cities, but and just asked him where he stood on it, and he has the same concerns I do about the runoff pipes and how the government is looking too much at the money, the revenues they'll generate versus what the impact is on the environment, which is basically what's happening out there with Neil Holmes. Some of his platform is, and sorry about the symbol saying, where is his platform? Here we go. We're on the page. Okay. Some of his platform is we need to expand our food shed and agricultural activities, including edible gardens. He was big on the edible gardens. And basically he said, what's the manicure lawn going to do for you? It does nothing except put fertilizer and pesticides on it. Why don't we turn this into gardens? We need to decrease homelessness by cultivating an interdependence and utilizing all available homes to ensure affordable housing for all. We need to develop more worker-owned cooperative businesses that inspire win-win situations and build stronger community ties. We need to open up to complementary currencies as ways for people to participate in the community without being left aside due to the financial short-sightedness. You're seeing a lot more of that crypto-type currency that's coming up out there. It's sort of like the Bitcoin-type concept. We need to recognize our power to utilize a myriad of alternative energies and move past the limitations of the worldview that celebrates scarcity and a lack to promote healthy lifestyles and conscious living. So he's all about the solar and anything we can do to get away from nuclear, fossil fuels, and everything else. He does understand that it's expensive and that the pricing is an issue that needs to be resolved. But like he said, we live in Florida with all the sun. Why aren't we doing more solar? We need to cultivate creative collaboration and build upon the artistic energies in Sarasota, inspiring education, entertainment, and enlightenment while building new economic streams. We need to practice new urbanism development creating walkable, live and working neighborhoods that support stronger families, permaculture design, entrepreneurial excellence, and community spirit. We need to call all the religious leaders to celebrate the year of Jubilee described in Leviticus 25, to forgive the debts that greed and folly have created, so that all may be abundant. He started his campaign out. He says he's been constantly asked about his platform, and he's lived in Sarasota, and he says that I believe SRQ should stand for sustainability, resilience, and quality of life. In a broader scale, he believes that his role of the county commissioner is to facilitate the resources of all 725 square miles of Sarasota County in order to provide for the well-being of all 385,000 people that live within Sarasota County. Now we're going to play this quick video here, and again, I'm doing this, folks, because I interviewed him, and for some reason we had a problem with his phone line. And so I wanted to give him the respect and courtesy of going out there and extending at least this, so that you guys can see his platform and see what he's all about. Make it big. Let's see if we can go to YouTube and make it big. There we go. Alright, so there you have it. That's on Steve McAllister. You know what? He seemed like a genuine guy when I talked to him over the phone via Skype. It's unfortunate that that interview didn't work out. The voice quality is horrible. It is on my YouTube if you want to try and listen to it. But we have to make the decision. You have the Republicans that are going up for election on the 26th with their runoff. That's Shannon Snyder and Paul Carajullo, who I interviewed, I think, last week. Then you got whoever wins that is going to go against the walk-ins. The walk-ins have a very tough road ahead of them. But, you know, some of them I think are in it to get their message out there. Others are in there to try to win and try to bring effect change. So we wish Steve McAllister the best of luck. Again, I'm not promoting Steve McAllister or Paul Carajullo because I've interviewed them. I have extended the interview to Shannon Snyder and the other two write-in candidates. One wrote me and didn't really tell me if she was wanted to do it or not, and so that's where we stand. All right, everybody, it's your choice. You decide. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.